The long-awaited battle between Baki and Miyamoto Musashi finally began. Yet, in just an instant, Baki's ankle was caught by Miyamoto, and his entire body was lifted into the air. Even though Baki used all his strength, he still couldn't break free from Miyamoto's grip. As Miyamoto's hand gradually tightened, a piercing pain shot through Baki's ankle, but Miyamoto showed no mercy whatsoever. Assuming a swinging posture, he prepared to slam Baki fiercely against the ground. Seeing this, even Tokugawa couldn't help but worry, for Miyamoto's sword swing was so powerful that even a katana forged from steel couldn't withstand it. The next moment, Miyamoto brutally slammed Baki into the ground. Although Baki had already protected his head with his hands in advance, this terrifying strike still caused him to lose consciousness and fall into a dead faint. 2 hours later, Baki awoke from his unconsciousness, but it was only now that he realized the person he had just been fighting was none other than the long-dead Miyamoto Musashi. Coming to this realization, Baki's mind churned with agitation for a long time. He then immediately went out again, preparing to challenge Miyamoto once more. Miyamoto, however, remarked, "Didn't you just die once a little while ago? In the 2 hours you were unconscious, I could have killed you countless times." Although Baki felt a twinge of shame, he had no intention of giving up because of this. So, Baki threw a punch at Miyamoto's face, a punch that was also his fastest. This technique was one Yujiro had taught Baki when he was young. Since an enemy is always on full alert, ordinary techniques are completely useless, so Yujiro intended to teach Baki a punch that was absolutely impossible to dodge. Baki struck Miyamoto squarely in the face with a jab, unexpectedly causing Miyamoto to struggle to cope, dropping him to one knee from the force of the blow. At that moment, Miyamoto was terrified, and this state persisted for dozens of seconds. Then Baki stated, "In those brief 10 seconds just now, I could have killed you 2 or 3 times." Having now recovered, Miyamoto slowly rose to his feet. Although that punch just now was very fast, Miyamoto had actually deliberately avoided dodging it, because at the very instant Baki attacked, he had already foreseen Baki's movement and detected the killing intent behind his strike. The reason he didn't dodge was simply to test the power of Baki's blow. If he couldn't even withstand a technique like that, then he was unworthy of being a warrior. Miyamoto extended both arms. He would no longer hold back from this point on. Assuming an attacking stance, 2 transparent katanas materialized in his hands. This terrifying aura even reminded Baki of his father, Yujiro. The next moment, Baki took the initiative to launch his attack, facing a Miyamoto who was using his full power. At this, he was filled with excitement. Yet Miyamoto, facing the onrushing Baki, his perception had completely pierced through his opponent. Even though Baki's punch was as fast as lightning, Miyamoto still accurately and effortlessly blocked it. Immediately after, Miyamoto flicked his wrist and swung down lightly towards Baki. The next instant, Baki's body seemed as if it had been slashed by countless blades. The intense pain caused Baki to scream in agony, while Miyamoto sheathed his sword elegantly. But Baki, enduring the severe pain, charged at Miyamoto once more. Facing this punch, Miyamoto leaped into the air, using the sole of his foot to neutralize the attack. Then, using the momentum, Miyamoto jumped all the way onto the roof. At this point, Miyamoto couldn't help but regard Baki with newfound respect. To be able to block his attack and even launch a counterattack far exceeded Miyamoto's expectations. However, he had no desire to continue fighting with Baki. With a leap, he vanished from everyone's sight, and after Miyamoto left, Baki could no longer hold on and collapsed.